sheer. You put it up on the entrances to these sites to be a much more consistent stopgap than the trap wire. Same for the flank watching when you're switching around. It's something you can't smoke on. Oh, Flya into open space. First one to go down as Shopify will start to extend and stick this spike.
We get to see a little bit of a regress here, but once again, the Shopify Rebellion Black composition, it's just all to spam down and play that post plant so easily.
Yeah, they're gonna hold this down. Second everybody exits, Ion enters the smoke, and it's just smoke left. Ion can take care of him too. Is that an attempt at a knife?
With all of the stall utility, right? Like, you expect Shopify Rebellion Black to get that spike down and then kind of hang back. They change it up this time, though, to try and introduce more chaos as Ion is just popping off.
And 0-25s to help shield them against the body shots that Ion has to take. Smoke is just gonna take the easy route to keep the first to step up. Very consistent fragger previously on Abyss. Now with the switch on the agents, should still have that same high level of aim. Flya attempting to once again get an early word in on the bridge, but turned to and dealt with. Shopify now having the 5v4 on the post.
And I like this, the flood coming through from QoR this time, and oh, there goes that wall.
Yep, that sheer doing a whole lot of work. But even still, Shopify can split the diff here. Kumi from the back, the only one remaining, and no justification to keep trying at it when the eco is already so bad. And Shopify, I mean, even with half the army gone, they still hold it down. Satellite stands alone on the site, and they're somehow able to work with it. They might cut Kumi off here too.
Oh man, they know keeping that in check, but Moose is going to be challenged here, and here comes the recon drone. Shot down, so Moose is hit it.
There's the rush in from Ion, looking for the shorty shot, but Smoke stays stuck up with the bandit, grabs the first blood. Now everybody from QoR trying to find their pieces on the one-ways in the smokes, and they've got quite the crowd going. Nice decoy sent in, but the rifle's still spraying down, and Xander and Nature holding themselves on their own in the smoke, while Satellite takes the high ground. Kumi can't find the backstab in time to make a dent, and
Chaos that SRB come out on top.
Here's the step up from Smoke, operator in tow. The drone is gonna go high, but Smoke is able to ping out Nature off of the release. God, the one time they don't decide to go low with that owl, and they might regret it. Kumi is caught in the convergent paths as Ion makes the approach. Will catch the other in Kumi and still spray down Smoke. That's unreal. And that resets the site for SRB yet again.
That is so tough. SRB completely just slapped that round out of QoR's hands. A great aggressive play coming through, but here come Fly and Note.
Double up, and Ion is ahead of it, finds at least one. Note trades it through. But you have such a good post-plant setup from here. You got the three guys that do it the best. Note can star himself off to start. Salvo into the gravity well, so he has to leave it early, and that's already so much time burned off, man. Note showing off the barrel too, so he's revealed, but Moose is the one that's taking the defuse. He's gonna stick it to half, and the nade only stops one. Moose is not getting enough attention paid to him, and QoR are gonna get away with the defuse. Shopify structure that was meant to hold
Position.
No need for Moose to move the util this time around. That Rose can stick around in the right spot for the default. But Ion in this Nebula actually has a moment, so they gotta double up on him. Smoke at least opened up upon, so they'll keep the single file going through danger, but on Heaven, they can swing back out and take over personnel-wise. Spike dropped, Xander alone, and backstabbed again. QoR have enough time.
Everything kind of looking the way that it does. QoR should have a firm grasp on this round.
Yeah, feels like they can be as confident as they need to be outside of the Vice util, so the double step up from Kumi and Note is really proper. Being said, Tejo's cleared out all of this mid-sighting, so Ion's in a bit early, and Kumi once again faltering in the duelist duel. Those whiffs cannot keep happening. Note following up though, and Satellite getting chased down by Flya's Hunter's Fury. The crowd's been caught and crushed.
A completely different look coming out from these two teams on this match so far. I mean, it was looking very one-sided for Shopify Rebellion, but QoR have very handily kind of destroyed everything that SRB are doing, and I really think it kind of comes down to just their map control and map awareness. Multiple times now, we've seen SRB getting...
They want to maximize the util. And in doing so, QoR, they have enough time, they have enough space and resources to be able to kind of meet the threat. Unless Kumi and Note meet it early, those are flicked to with two Guardians, damn it! And now, Shopify starred out, takes over the B-side with ease, and Satellite on this lurk might actually find some purchase now that he hasn't droned his way through it. Flya already going through spawn. Not sure if he was spotted. Oh, not in time, that's for sure. And everybody on QoR is taking some disrespectful shots. Satellite, now able to hear that, quickly counteract what was left of Flya's space to make. But QoR... Moose is gonna settle for a Guardian, and QoR goes for the late save to hand the round to Shopify. Still keeping the 4 ultis. Oh, but maybe not these guns. Okay. A really good nuisance for the starting 15 of that mid presence. It's gonna be droned back out by Flya. There's a rush in by Ion. He decides to stick it in smoke with the track on the Odin, just gonna keep firing until he gets traded out. Moose not able to get anything off the Rose! Ah, that felt like it got everybody too.
It's like that split second before the Rose detonates, and they spot that out and find it, but here come the reinforcements.
Yeah, head popping out. Is there enough time, though? Shopify, have they already gotten on enough? There's the concuss to stall a little bit longer in heaven. Knives still not hitting for Kumi, man, but QoR luckily have that babysitter attached. Note, able to make sure that all of this can work out. He is taking over single-handedly. And now gonna launch that Cosmic Divide. Armageddon down on the spike to go for the stall, and spots 2 behind the boxes. Just gonna start spamming, see what he can do. Satellite ends up catching 1, but the Nova Pulse on the other side prevents 1 from firing. Nature's gotta hold it all down on the spike, and there's enough health from Flya to maintain the defuse. The Steel Garden, Shopify doesn't really have anywhere to extend. They've got to relegate themselves to these worst guns, but inside the pit they can still do some damage. Note! It's Note again! 1 salvo used on top of the spike to prevent, but QoR can just keep on spraying through until Exa falls, and it's a 5v2 with the spike still getting held. The body block on the Nova Pulse not enough, and Satellite sprays down 2. Time still ticking. Xander sprays down with the Stinger onto another on the spike, but Kumi clears out the remaining 2. They had Flya on the other side this time, so they can enter through Link with a lot of speed, actually. Kumi trying to go for the backstab, has to use both clouds, so he's gonna be loud as can be, but he still comes in and 1-taps with that Outlaw for 1. Just barely escapes. Does Ion.
Holding this further angle, so there are layers here to kind of stall things out. Exa first contact.
Yeah, and then Xander with the quick swing out. Well dealt with by Shopify.
Kind of push into the spawn, catch those members of QoR off guard, find the kills before the spike even gets planted down. And I think that was a little bit of an adaptation that surprised QoR, while Ion's able to find Kumi.
Moose is gonna have 4 running into him, 25 to go. He doesn't have to do all the stalling in the world, he just has to do a decent bit. Salvo for the first flush. Xander holds down Flya on that primary rotation. Ion jumping in and not matching up to Moose, but Nature with the quick trade away, and that'll open up sight.
That spike should be able to go down, but QoR is already here. Note finds 1, but immediately traded back.
So quickly, smoke, not much in the tank left, and Nature able to rotate back around, so once again, Shopify are just a little quicker.
The head of that, who might be able to catch these people off.
After Ion's already met for a decent amount of damage traded away, they try to go for the drop, and they do get traded 1 for 1. Nature still caught, and now with no real support, Ion can step back out and take away smoke. And so it's Shopify that are able to win that end of the duel, but still, with a health pool left to be desired, QoR can try to bum rush this B site. Still already compressed. Ion steps out. Worse health pool. Xander and Nature trading back out with a swing, but Moose is cut under and is able to get these close range shots. Nature with a shock dart drives him down to 2 HP. Still good for a shot, and it's not gonna land. Nature
really good at finding those timings, finding that space on the map, and you see an example of it as they're able to, take the entire site pretty much for free, just off of Moose walking around. Yeah. Relay to the rest of the team there. That the hit's going to be coming on this side. So a bit of reinforcements coming through with Satellite. Silences Kumi, so now the rest of SRB should come to B.
Yeah, should make it pretty quick. Flya with some great timing. They've doubled up on Ion. And all of a sudden, it's a 4v3. Again, you'll take what you can get when you can get it here. A drone available for the books, so you can go for another pinch up from Exa, who can land the Guardian shots in time. And from here, they can trample. Pretty cut and dry by that point when you have all the...
Scoop up this round, then things can very much swing back into their favor on Abyss.
Once again, leaving Exa alone.
Of SRB look like they're more ready to kind of pinch at any moments of the core members just kind of going in, and Moose able to find Ion to start things out on a dramatic note.
Yeah. Xander will try up next. See if Moose is turned to it. No, he's looking at spawn instead. Yeah, Shopify at this point, just gonna play for some exits. Everybody going back to spawn. Oh, the recon's gonna give Nature away. Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, well done by QoR to make sure they don't, you know, drop anything in that round. That's actually huge, keeping 5 rifles up.
Oh, yeah. Going up against Ion and Exa, trying to hold things down.
Initial approach here from Kumi is good. Catches Exa. Extension out on top of the Nebulas. Now Kumi will take the high ground and try to go for frag number 2 while the rest of the team takes stock. Gonna just eat that owl drone dart and hop back down. Moose playing cutoff man and will manage to flick onto Xander. Nice shot.
SRB get themselves nice and regrouped. Plenty of util to walk off as well. See how they want to take this one in.
Salvo's forcing the walkout, and Ion still can't find a proper line, so it's Satellite and Xander that have to make the space by dropping in and Flya from
this point, as we're really just getting a string of rounds together.
Yeah, discounting that free range operator is decent. Oh no, gets out of that salvo flush, and then Flya with the double up Shopify.
You can see both Exa and Nature being the ones to move up here because Xander's already got the ultimate, and Smoke's able to find Exa, so at least to get that one ultimate orb online.
Yeah. Protecting Xander here is priority number 1, and he's well hidden. Should be able to get to him in time.
One enemy.
Kills your... Oh, we're approaching. And, I mean, getting rid of this would be huge for the eco. No sense in not trying it, right? Oh. And yeah, absolutely not. You're not having it. Toxic screen so that QoR can actually get on, and they'll pop that steel garden as they plant. Ion sticking around with the shorty on the one-way. Just gets sprayed down. The timing's immaculate. And Shopify have no way to bust back down, but they're going to set up this cosmic divide now on the other side. Xander trying to facilitate the interruption on the spike plant. They'll extend into the underpass with 2 puppy guards on top of it, and the lineup is good. Now the inside angle, and Note is still a shooter. At heart, Xander, the man behind it all, able to beat that purple curtain crossing from Note. But any more than that, purely a fever dream. Danger for Xander, and now Shopify as the lead slips away from... Screw with him enough. That's Smoke's job with this operator. Find that open angle that they duck into once this push comes through. But Ion, the first point of contact, and he can line up for 1. Flya, the quick response time, and Exa. Now the Viper's Pit to go it solo against this core team. Shopify's not going to be back for a hot minute, my guy. You got to hold this down. Rest of team hops on. Smoke, making sure not to do the same thing as what just happened before. First step in, and X has been found. Not hit by this recon or the shock. Still sticking around, and Nature's now back on. Moose holds up from top, and Exa still circling the boat. Shopify's managed to stall out the clock, and QoR don't have access to the spike. Kumi dies in the open, and it is 10.
QoR definitely not out of this one yet. Flya having the operator this time as Moose as well has it. Xander keeping Smoke in check. Right.
How do they respond?
Satellite navigating the back of the site as well. Ion gonna be the point man here. Takes a step forwards and finds Kumi perfectly.
The walk up with the up right into the saturate that lands directly on Note. And that's the exact kind of entrance that Ion was looking to receive there. Exactly as he hoped it would go. Fly is only infected from heaven, but now he stands alone and walks into Ion for 3. That converts to remain the case. Convergent pats out from Ion. 3-man entry down the lane, and Ion's gonna open up with the first frag. Note sprayed down to 32, and that opening crowd has already been silenced. Over to be to support. Salvo out to flush. Smoke hopping through. Could catch Exa, spots the barrel, no. But now spots the head. And QoR will go for it. Flya with the Hunter's Fury to clear the board as they go. Satellite huddled up on the smoke. Can he find the timing? Yes! Node caught! And now Kumi and Adosi. Do the shorty from Satellite! Keeps him standing! And now Smoke is stranded! Ion catching Flya on the entry too! And Shopify stomp it all out! Every last inch of it! Entry here from QoR on B. Drone in tandem with the decoy. Too much to look at and too much to fire at, apparently. Almost the fire through! Catches both on the lineup, Nature and Exa! Down in one fell swoop!
30 seconds.
And QoR made B-site their own in seconds. Oh, and Xander stepping out to interrupt! QoR got a free 5v2!
Oh, brother, that's not how you want this round to kind of play out there, but it's been scarily consistent how many rounds we've got to see QoR walk away by just spraying through smokes, and Ion going down as well. So Satellite at this point just looking to potentially punish. If he dies though, the Armageddon will come out online. So I think you want to take this aggression given the economy of SRB. Going to be looking at Note first, spots out a knee. And now we'll be trying to take this aggression, goes down. That's okay, Armageddon available.
These new guys like Kumi and Smoke and Note, so new to playing at this high a level in stage 2. Oh no, Ion yet again getting beat out. Note up mid, so it's a lot easier or a lot more difficult to exit. Note has already made his way onto the A site and is starting to duel against Xander. Will not win it out, but Xander, thorned away, has to hold at close range. Moose able to beat him down, and QoR will get the spike down with 6 seconds to go. 2 on their way back. Exa managing the potential backstab angle. These 2 defenders making their way back through the tunnel. Kumi first point of contact, double swing in. Well timed by Kumi to make it a recycled effort, and now Smoke with the double up. And QoR have all the resources and people they need to be able to make this 12-12, even just stalling the time out. Nature, good for just the 1. Now they're creeping up, turns on to Moose as well. Hold on a minute. Picking up a new gun, refresh, but Kumi finally takes the outskirts.
Yeah. Buying a lot of room on mid as well. 3 members going in, Ion flies through and backs out. Not aggressive this time, but it works out.
That's the first time we've seen him saturate Refract, and it worked so beautifully. The rest of
like you said, Ion, generally speaking, just kind of sticking it every single time. Note is able to at least find 1 here. Finds 2. This is winnable.
Satellite was low. X is spinning around it, but he's already found his location found, and Kumi can't win the duel. So QoR could potentially just start leaning on what is the weak side, but the rush-in may not catch Xander. We're walking in, and Smoke will be caught.
Good
the crowd
stuff.
not there to be able to trade. Now Xander can set a Smoke back up. No, it's a Nova Pulse instead, and he's gonna get struck down. Fly up. Gotta make this work in the 4v4. Ion loaded up on default spot. Kumi the double cloud to jump through without a hitch, but Ion still catches the swing in from Flya. Traded away, 10 seconds to go, and the spike cannot be held properly. Kuma playing babysitter, catches Nature on the drop, and then Note finds Satellite on the approach and backstab from Link. Exa has to do his work quicker.
Wow.
Note is going to scoop you up. There's nothing there. Yeah, he'll use a gate crash so he can safely get away, but Shopify's already on this A site. So much time wasted for the rest of QoR to make their way back. And Exa spraying through the smoke on a Note as well. A side is completely theirs. Man, oh man. It's just each team's so certain about where the other could be potentially planted up. And man, remember when they had to get rid of how many bullets you had in your gun so that this kind of thing wouldn't happen?
Look at that stack.
Oh my god, yeah, that's unbeatable, bro. And a convergent Pats to seal the deal. Yeah, sure, let's fall off the face of the map. Why not? That's any other way to... Time to jump on the sheer right. Xander's gonna be a bit back. Ion having to wait an extra second to go out. In the meantime, Kumi's going to approach, gets struck down by the stack. Exa traded away. Note able to hold down for 2 on his own, and the backstab is failed. Moose holds his own.
Okay. All right. Well done. I have to applaud you on that one. It's going to be QoR. Moving up, though. Xander just on the other side of it. Not looking. So Kumi's able to find that kill. The triple extension works out well. And this could be the time that QoR are able to swing 1 round in their favor on this overtime. Moose as well just spraying things down, but Ion has the slip through. Moose aware.
And that window spot. Pretty easily read up. Ion, saturate gone, but it flushed away Moose. Smoke able to trade that back out on the quickness. Flya trying to interrupt, but it lets Smoke extend again, go for 2, and so it's still even Stevens on the trades. But because of that early frag, there's only 2 members of Shopify able to get inside, and now the spike reconsidered. Exa, though, infiltrating, Note, meditating, not tradable, just in time, but Exa swings onto both! He's a man! If Kumi gets a good trade or a good flip over, then it could be over in just a second. Here it is. The approach and the shorties.
Oh, no way.
Are good. They spot the barrel first.
Be able to potentially close out map number 1. Slips away in front of their hands.
Ion, there's the walk-up off that he was looking for this whole damn game, dude. Might have just found it at the perfect time. 3 stack. Waltzing up mid. Satellite has stuck here before, tucked here before. Doesn't have any help this time around in the immediacy. The Owl Drone instead just gonna play distraction dance. Nobody's looking at Satellite, and he finds the flick first. Switch up on a Nature, and Kumi stands alone in an instant. Now, swung in on by Ion as well. The pinch is inevitable, trying to store himself away, and Shopify can, in fact, not make any more dents. The last two get away. Oh, and Kumi spots Ion! That's a huge noise. You can just start spamming stuff. Kumi went away from Blades. Potential to maybe have that secondary weapon out. First turn in, Moose gets the first. Swings on to the second!
Oh boy. As Xander's gonna try and take this one, but yeah, guarded available, and there's the thorns.
Bullhorn's out. Yeah, he's walking a mile an hour.
No.
Ion's heard. Nebula's up. Smoke will step into it and spray his way to practically zero damage. But that was all the plan! Hold it!
Satellite gonna try and stall him.
Yeah, there's the gravity well. Ion can scoot past it. Most of QoR can, in fact, with the 5 seconds met with a whole lot of firepower. Xander and Satellite able to already get more than their weight. Note can frag them both back, but the spike is stranded, and QoR has to make the space first. Shopify is already here to play. Ion in heaven and not checked by Moose. No turn onto it. It's just Note left against the world, and the refract is already going to double up on him. Note catches the first. It's got to be an ace in order to clutch this up, and he's managed to grab the spike back. Could fake away the rotation, but instead, the Cosmic Divide giving him that sight for free, forcing Exa and Nature to both hop down inside the Nebula to swing through the Divide. Note trying to take this on the double up. Oh, and these sidelines are curious, aren't they? Exa found ISO.
But at the same time, Note has just been a crazy fragger so far after map number 1. Imagine we'll be seeing more.
Yeah. Satellite unable to TP away in time to not get traded away by Flya, so the spike can still keep trekking its way through A main. Hope that toxic screen is going to just get them up to the ramps as well, while the remaining 2 will just use a couple bullets to force their way up into vents to go for an easy A pinch. 2 stocked up on heaven here. Smoke given away, both turning to the fight, and Nature will get one on the way down while Xander goes for the drop. This is immediately red, turn 2, but Xander still gets away with one on the way down as well. Every member of Shopify getting theirs before falling.
You want to talk about evened out? Well, it's 2v2 now. A little bit of stall utility to try and slow the push through. Ion's still alive. Does have the blast packs, but it's going to be a trade again.
Note for Exa on the double up, down to just Kumi and Exa, your 2 centis.
Passage if they want to push into heaven, which that looks like what Note wants to do.
Yeah, it feels like you want to at least get one up there. Nature with the flash from Satellite, and that's a great QoR instead. Try and infect. Note gonna take a peek out to the back line.
30 seconds left.
Force a smoke and a paranoia out of them. Nature getting spotted by the dog. Note daring to step into this. Gutsy, but they're on the bonus. Well warranted. Kumi's getting inserted, able to get away with 1. Oh, found 3. Xander and Exa both walking through heaven. Right. Smoke sent out into mid after some action projected there, and there's Smoke's walkout. Gets in front of the box and not checking it at all. Ion holding onto the trigger discipline. That is gutsy as, but it'll pay off. Probably can't hold on to that position now, but getting away with that, pretty decent. Haunt shot out. Ion's got to extend, but Moose has the high ground already, and QoR has enough angles to work with, and not enough members of Shopify to counteract this time.
Planted.
Oh, yeah. Just kind of looking the wrong way there for Moose, and just like that, SRB are going to have their opening if they want it. Flya going for the R rotate, actually makes it around in time. This could be devastating for SRB.
So speedy, no one's looking at this, and they get a freebie on a Satellite. Nature now position controlled, known, and completely crunched.
Be taking this outlaw, moving things through while Nature holds nice and close. This time it is going to be this dirty A attack, and Smoke finds a kill.
Yeah. Just need orbs to have a chance at dying to this spike here in this eco, so just gonna use a lot to clear their way through the bodies that they don't want to be in their way, but that's just not gonna happen. There is a doorstop on every angle. You will be dying to a member of QoR this round. Oh, Ion might not be. That was the operator,
buckies.
no? So, or the outlaw, no.
Yeah, okay. All right. Nothing. Got through these smokes. The dueling nightfalls on either sides and dueling dimensional drifts. You do a great job of holding things in check, and that's going to be a check.
Able to get to the other side of the map with so many members of core and God knows where. Flya with the operator gets an easy catch-up by Exa, and the Nightfall will actually intercept, so the TP can come through by Xander. This is such a good counterplay. Xander stepping on for free, but no, it flicks onto it. The 2v1 and Nature can't find the spray. Looking for Kumi, it's bad timing. And Smoke has made his way back up to heaven. Core can recoup.
One enemy remaining.
And grab hold of this round again. X has made his way on. And is getting sprayed down like there's no tomorrow. Smoke for 4. The dimension. And that should be the A pinch confirmed.
There.
It's about divvying up. The attention paid on mid here. Now the C's placed on the screens, so Nature will be fully forced away.
Oh, yeah.
30 seconds left.
Easy takeover on the site. Oh, yeah. Just
Lost that quadruple overtime on their own map pick. But Core just feel like they've got their finger on the pulse. They know exactly what they kind of need to do and have been doing a great job at kind of working their best.
And you're able to do that with the Yoru clone. We already saw Satellite do that before with the TP, with the Viper util. You can do that. Of course, with Satellite op, Ion would be the kind of guy to step into this, but on the Rays, I don't think that's happening. Already the Boombot used as well. Just gonna get, yeah, stunned by that Nova Pulse. Well placed by Xander there. Or Note, excuse me.
There.
Drop down onto site. Easy takeover. Yeah, Kumi. Wow.
Happens. And so, just like that, oops, yeah, no, we'll at least spot something out, but Exa finds the kill there. The Viper's pick gets
to the tower, where another shotgun lies. Xander ready to intercept as 2 creep up. Moose is fish food.
Ooh. You saw the second there of Kumi just like, yeah, I can, oh, actually, Judge, I don't know, we should wait.
Oh, the jump in! Ion does manage to get one, and Xander another! Flya will trade his way through the stack on main, though, and oh, Xander again! Note finally shuts it down, but he's alone against 3 members of Shopify now. To go, he's got to make the call, and he's got no stars left to do it. Surely he can't figure it out here. The head taps are just too difficult, and Shopify play with that perfect.
Pressure already, and that is going to force the operator away, so a lot of room gets bought here, but Xander again finds Fly in the midst of the smoke.
The drop smoke, Core's not expecting it. They just figure they can gun it a little bit harder. But finding the feet, and that's Shopify, just that slightly earlier kill that prevents Core from being able to get inside. And now you've restuck Satellite on the operator whiff! Oh my god, he got through.
Yeah.
Smoked out the nade.
They're setting up for the Cosmic Divide here, but if Xander finds his kill, it's going to be huge. And that spike, everything goes to the wayside as the Cosmic Divide goes on.
Your knife is out, my G, and Xander again! Smoke having a dimensional drift just to get that back. Oh, and he can't even make it in time. He's still got to fight this out. He can't make it all the way through. Xander! What?
He's going to be hyper aggressive, ready to just kind of go through those peaks. But then that time, Xander kind of taking a page out of Ion's books, unafraid to just force his way through. And you can tell the Core player.
Face your fear.
Setting up the interceptor for the approach off of the Nightfall. Ion only caught by that Nightfall, and Ion able to spray his way down as well. Yeah, the double duelist able to just cut through that screen, and wow, the whole stack's here now. Shopify fully clear the board. It's a flawless.
We're into the half now. Kumi as well. Evolution still online. Nexa walks through. Ion spotting one out, but it's a spray again. That Smoke's able to find.
Oh, but on the jump up, X is ready and finds the frag back. Can return away in time. No, it sprays through on the steps. And Core can maintain advantage. And Satellite still so committal with this operator means that you have to lean Nature over so much sooner to the B site. Xander just walking in, Flya, waiting all the while. And that lurk on the tunnel is not going to work nearly as well this time around. Core will, in fact, steamroll. Let's see what he can do here. The spots 2. And And immediately caught out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beat Core in their last series.
Kumi's attention already split. Toxic screen up in response. Flash their way in. Moose will be taken care of, and Kumi has to just get out. Taking some pot shots his way. Poison orbital.
Time is ticking down now. They have to get a move on.
You've got to get in now. Nova Pulse on one corner, but Xander holding close with the right click. That'll trade their way through, and Satellite can spray out the rest of the way with the help of Ion, who is now rotated back onto site. Shopify will have enough to get through here. As, yeah, Satellite can turn over. Hey, okay. But the pistol round will be there.
Strengths on this map previously when we saw it, and I imagine that that's going to continue to be the pace that they want to play with. Satellite as well coming into this one. Okay, already finds a collat. Last time this happened was literally the last time we saw this map, so kind of crazy as Ion finds Stu as well. The duel.
And if X is watching, we're good. Well, maybe not. Okay. All right.
A lot of information, though. It's probably going to call the rest of the team to help out, I would imagine.
The gate crash is available, so at the very least, they're going to have Smoke check the B tunnel, but with the first kill already through and the rest of Shopify already available, yeah, they'll call that spray down, and Smoke will immediately get cleared. Another drop. So he'll crunch up in a tower first, get the confirmed body up here, hop down, and then take the wide angle. Smoke still catching before TPing out, and they fully stopped. Smoke gets both. He finds Satellite wrapping back around and gets him too. The timing on that gate crash must have been insane. And Flya intercepting Nature's rotation. Could we be flawless here? Oh no! All right. Well, Flya. Was that streak with the bonus merely a fluke? Core playing conservative until they can get that snowball rolling. Smoke sprayed. Moose down. Accepts the crowd. Does everybody wrong. And everybody's stuck now. Xander hops in the smoke for B-Main though. And the pinch will still happen for Shopify. At least one member lurking there, but X has already rotated through the sewer, and it seems like they're going to still try and aggro through mid here. Yeah, Ion going for the showstopper, but vulnerable. And so is Exa. Was that a Nova Pulse that they stuck down? Or
done their homework, whereas SRB, because they won this one last time, sure, you can do a little bit of homework on how Core want to play it, but at the end of the day, Core might somehow able to stay alive in the midst of that spray down.
Kumi caught the window, and what a transfer onto Exa to find the second. Satellite's already in though. Shopify are just gonna try and battering ram, and Ion with a huge soar up to heaven to catch Kumi. That was a sick arc. Now the walk up again from Smoke, and he whiffs it. Satellite beats him down before he can even let the shot fly. And Shopify may have found it again. Enough space making. Ion the extension catches Moose too. And now the tuck can remain on the ramp, so Shopify take over even more of that space. Oh no, yeah, getting toyed with a tad bit. Xander just gonna fire away that paranoia. Space him out. Keeping guns would be really nice here, though. So the quick fadeaway on the Nebula to bring Note down to 75.
Obscuring vision.
God, no time.
Not anymore.
Yep.
And there you go. Nice way to approach it to make sure you don't lose another.
Information gained by SRB as Moose uses the snake bite there, but will just get sprayed down.
Yeah, enough pressure placed to just mow it down, and Satellite gonna go for the insert here. Flya for the peek up, and Satellite turns to that as well. Now forcing him to be just that singular threat while Core has to look for the opening, and Note has caught Xander meditating.
There.
Not what you expect out of the Omen, but Xander was looking for an opportunity potentially to go out there, but Note spots them all out, so
yeah,
it's gonna be smoke in heaven.
Oh, Ion with the quick approach up with the blast packs, and the operator's already been clocked. Now you can flash your way through him. Smoke still manages to land one more, but can't blindly find his way up. Potentially here, if Shopify keep the streak going. Smoke gets sussed out by the Prowler, has to TP nice and early back into Ace screens. Shopify going into the close quarters. Flya!
My God.
Able to catch X on the walk up. There's your lurker already gone. With the Sheriff, no less. And now Core can easily weigh the stack in, go for the gamble. Kumi's been caught out. Yeah, Ion's heard that before. Come on. action. But yeah, already a crucial couple seconds wasted. Satellite posted up, the one-shot sniper, but Moose is quicker. Huge, and Flya now making his way back through spawn. If this is the round core win, oh goodness me. Nature and Ion posted up. Dimensional Drift gonna catch both of them out. Ion still able to find his on the opener. Now the showstopper just to play keep away. Blast Pack doing the same sort of thing, but the defense walks in through screens as well. Smoke holds his own in the meantime, and now it's just Ion left, who Smoke can turn to.
Orbs away while Core laughing from their throne. 3 ultimates available and pretty powerful ones at that.
Yeah, oh, and Flya immediately just spraying down the approach to.
And they're gonna try and take this heaven control here, but Smoke is still just watching it like a hawk, still with an operator in hand. So that's such a deadly thing to, yeah, that's exactly how I expected that one to play out.
And Flya's position not red on the bottom here. Quick wrap again. He is just a dormouse. Smoke. Woo! Show off. Oh, Xander with the double up. Trying to trade out against Exa, but Kumi holds his own. And Core stay positive. Now the defensive Nightfall coming out from Flya on the rest of the crowd. Shopify yet again, don't expect it. Vulnerable.
And the fact that they kind of perma-ban Haven is still a little bit wild to me, because this is one of those maps that everybody knows. But it could just work out in their favor here. Smoke able to find Ion right off the bat, and it is going to be Smoke actually walking away with 2.
Yeah, before just TPing back out into A-Link to make sure there's no lurkers on that side. Instead, it's Nature, but Moose is able to meet them lickety-split. And they'll just step back again, sequence this defense, make sure that the 4v2 is still clean as can be. Shopify will be opportunistic about that, try to take over the B site.
And while it is the dynamic duo in Satellite and Xander, both players who have been looking really sharp right now, they're able to actually win it out against Smoke.
It's got to be confirmed. Everyone's in the backside at this point. First step out in shots, as yet again Garage will be threatened.
One enemy remains.
Defensive pinch comes in. Xander and Satellite both land theirs, and Xander with the knife.
All things considered, it's kind of funny because, you know, like the way that they planted the spike, it was on B, that's fine. But actually, if they planted it onto C, then it would have been a lot more likelier that if you run into any more problems.
Yeah, he has to have help because he can't flash himself, and he didn't buy any util. This cannon is truly glass, and it still shatters Nature first. And he TPs right back over to the crowd where Kumi and Flya are doubled up on the sewer. That's already a great start to the bonus here for Core. Nice discipline. But still having to pay respect to Shopify's bottom line, which looks to once again be B. Satellite stepping in through the screen. Gutsy, but notes prepared. Now Exa, next man in the single file line, just as the smoke fades in. Able to catch at least a chunk of a body. Now spraying down.
There, Xander gets spotted out, but able to dodge.
Double clouds in for Kumi. Paranoia to counteract just that solo, so now the double can step in. Xander great spray down. And Exa doesn't have too much work cut out for him. Kumi gonna hold this spike. Nanoswarm will get him off of that. Attempt number 2. Oh, so much spray down in the meantime. That's gotta send it surely, right? And next man in line, Moose able to step up and...
Everyone's tiptoeing just around the line.
Sooner or later, something's gotta break. Oh, Notes actually caught Satellite with the window peek. TP into backside from Xander just for the intel. Yeah, that'll stick out Smoke. How does he get Xander there? What? Oh, this man is locked and loaded.
Really?
Wow,
especially now
crazy.
in that long sight line, like Ion can't do a damn thing. Nature though might have an opportunity, is able to at least find Kumi. Might draw some.
Smoke's operator is available for this intercept, and it will be able to turn the block just in time for the crowd to come approach. And in fact, he's got help. Crowd stack, all debate in Smoke's operator shots, which might have to be the only thing that lands anything for Core's sake. Flya finally gets in on the action as the smoke falls, but now the war on two fronts will pressure Smoke before they can get to Note, who has to make up for it. Does manage to get rid of Exa and TP out before the danger fully makes itself known, but Nature now able to grab that rifle for this 1v2. Moose, though, creeping up the sewer. All this while with the rat back from spawn. Doesn't look like Nature is keen to it at all. And there it is. Core have taken...
little bit of a weaker buy. Ion having the rifle, but Loose just implanted at the back of sight, and Cameron does not get taken out.
Yeah, has yet to hang here, and the TP in from Xander is spotted. Yeah, not gonna be not checking that anytime soon. Ion only good for the 1-for-1. Now the lockdown from Shopify to try to solve it. Kumi's already taking care of Exa, and the lockdown's sort of just sitting in front of the door, but even so, Satellite able to get 2 kills up before Moose has to trade it back. Satellite again dinks as Smoke tries to make his rampage down to save this round out, and he will, with only...
That space. They know exactly where this one is coming, and Fly has an Odin waiting for it.
Yeah, able to converge from either side, and there goes Flya with the first spray down, already dealing a hell of a lot of damage. And Moose, all the while, still stuck on the gong, same exact spot he was before, and Nature can spray through it this time. With the help of Satellite's toxic screen in the pit now up as well. Cord has got to breach a little farther down, but with the dimensional drift and this Odin, you can just spray. No praying necessary. Satellite yet again has to be the saving grace in this pit. And now going to use his own drone to force Kumi to either creep back or step in and waste another knife, but he'll do neither. He'll just waste that classic and now get procced out by the dart. Ion's going to rush in fully, and the Hunter's Fury can chase down the back line, now down the link as well, so Shopify can take over the A site in full, and they do.
Oh, jeez. They're playing so carefully right now, but no, already in heaven.
Yeah, found one on the way down as Moose, before the smoke dissipated, also got away with one. Now Smoke on the creep back up sewer. Is anybody turned to this after the neural theft is procced? Spike still ticking away though, and that smoke got to dissipate on heaven here so that Moose can go for the drop down. Flash out, Nature caught early on. Moose finds the opportunity to hit Graffiti. 3v2 to 2v1. Ion catching from below though. On 10 HP, has to land the headshot, but Smoke!
Good at shutting them down once they've got SRB on the ropes.
And this buy will continue to be a Smoke. Only needs an Outlaw to deal with 4 of the 5 members of this attacking team. Ion with this overdrive, ready to raid boss if it's possible to even happen. No notes on high. Takes care of it all on his own. That's the scariest thing, is you're not asking about how Shopify can recover. You're asking, how does Core take this to 9? That just feels like it's in the cards. Paranoia as Smoke gets up nice and close. Ion reads it like a book. Quick overdrive kill to start things out. And now there's that raid bossing. Creeping his way throughout the site, making sure everything is fully clear before letting himself go buck wild on the link. And with help, he will make it easy. Really letting Moose take the responsibility. That Owl Drone's gonna eat the trap wire, so you can just bum rush in. Moose still gets the spray down before getting sprayed back. 1-for-1 as Core is quick to retaliate already, but the Poison Orb can play keep away with the members that are already here, so the Spike can get held and not wall-banged away, but Xander quickly found after the smoke goes down. And now, Core can take their sweet time as the Spike will finally fall just as Core makes it back. Already a little ahead of the game here. Shopify having to play a little scared, a little farther up. Does it have to be another Ion go kill round? It feels like that's what so much of Shopify has to hinge on at this stage. And he can go kill. He's been handed a decoy, and now 3 players to the face. Spray down on the garage is only good for the trade away. Satellite cannot do
for SRB right now.
Careful now.
By the book. Is going to catch him as well. The drop down, actually a good distraction piece. So you're not able to sense out the amount of presence that's coming from the garage. Note with the TP up, immediately sprayed through, and now you only have to look one direction. Kumi with this lurk to help a Moose might get away with a little something. Toxic screen falls. Kumi opening the first bit of peeking, and the slide in from Ion catches Smoke on that opening lurk in the sewer, while Moose can't make a dent. Kumi's still gotten in, and is starting to wrap towards that garage, but not watching for Exa as the barrel pokes out. Now, Do-si-do with Satellite. Flya trying to hold his own against 2 at once, manages the opener, and now has help out. Not for long, though, and Nature clears the remainder. 4!
Push up into middle a little bit while applying that pressure onto C. Try and play out that space, but they're going to be walking into Ion, who's got this sniper rifle here, and is at least able to drop the spike, so big boon, and you know he's going to go hunting.
Yeah, tried to double up on the swing for what they knew could potentially be the sniper, but it wasn't timed properly, and Kumi just could not land the shots in response. Just a shame that the spike happens to be what gets stranded because of it, because now Shopify can put 5 members on top of that. This is as easy as pie, and it's flawless, in fact. They're ending up. Their attack ends up pretty telegraphable. Shopify should be keen to read these more often than not. There's the opener. Kumi staring out into the darkness. A lot down because of that. Moose with this lurk. Nature's watching all along, but Moose still wins the duel. Try to find what he can. Everybody from Shopify is going to try and get in on the action with only 13 seconds to go, but the spike will still fall nice and quick. Everybody from Shopify back even quicker, but the spray throw on top of the fast lane, including the cyber cage, makes it so easy for QoR to just walk in a little farther and take their normal standard post-plant positions. Shopify doing the same. X the first step out, kills Flya on the graffiti. Now the re-extension is Satellite plays Sentry, but Note and Smoke hold their own. Drop down from Xander to get balls! Owl drone.
He said telegraphed attack, so
Yeah.
during this owl drone, but given how QoR work, could be going somewhere else, but Xander's still here to receive it.
Yeah, QoR wants to still duke it out, and just one more shot paid to X. Yeah, you gotta give a little attention over from that. Note is able to do it. Holding down Garage as they've got to get Spike back, all the meanwhile. Link smoked away, so Shopify will pack up for the 3v3. Kumi with the rifle in hand could get a nice spray down as the smoke dissipates, but in we go. Relay bolt into Ion stepping in. Nice distraction dance done to let Nature just go wild with this Odin. And Satellite walking down! Note! Such an unfortunate disposition! Moose, only a sheriff in hand. Having to watch and wait. Not a headshot.
And having Nature to be able to spray down behind, it works out perfectly. Fast defense this time from SRB though, but Nope finds Xander.
Very quick. Ion there to recover after QoR abandon the rest of the stack. Just a trap wire placed. Has any time really been gained off of this QoR? Still walking into the B site with a lot of interruption on top of it. Nature just letting that drone fly in, understanding where the rest of this stack is, but 5. Nature, here in hell, ready to go. Not a lot to entry with at this stage. Just one cloud and only one flash, but the dry peak is to open up, and that was more than likely the shot that Smoke took that'll whiff. Nature with the hop. Ion, not so unlucky. TP in from Note to gain that extra presence, or at the very least a semblance of it, and Ion with the overdrive now back online is going to be able to run rampant on the site. Not a weak point available on A, and in fact 4 members of Shopify now here. Note trying to stand it down. Ion.
A pretty interesting position here. I actually like this quite a bit from where Flya is going, but let's see if Ion's going to be wise to it. Flip it around, spots it out, but Flya wins the duel.
Diffuse out from Nature as the wrap will be red, and yeah.
Person who was using that operator to try and challenge Smoke, but this time around it's all on the Neon. And Ion's been looking sharp. This is going to be a tough one. Noted gets spotted out, and Noted wins the duel.
Their faces like there is so often. Instead, just a lonely Exa on that C site, now cleared of everything besides the swarm nades, which will still cut this crowd in half. Still, approach is good. Smoke has made it to the back, and stepping out with that operator twofold. Just beyond impressive work from this guy every time he's on it. Nature's gonna have to settle for saving his own operator as QoR will more than likely have an uninterrupted 9th victorious round.
Yeah, pretty uninterrupted. I mean, you're going against this guy there, and yeah.
Go for the full-blown crunch in the end game. Nature set up for a good Hunter's Fury. He will use it now, yeah. Right on top of the spike plant, does catch one, but Flya able to evade. A second tag does catch another, but Smoke in the meanwhile is able to op down Ion. On the Garage, now replacing him will be Satellite. Exa pressured now by the double swing, and QoR is able to make quick work of the isolated pieces. From here, it's tough to know how Shopify can even bother to respond. They might not.
Oh.
What?
Oh, Note.
Wow. You're gonna get phoned out with the Odin in tow, so he can't be that much of a present threat. Ion has circled the boat here, but Kumi able to spray it through, and yeah, that lockdown is gonna force QoR to get to the perimeter after they plant, and then play protect the president here, as yeah, that'll stunt Flya, but Kumi's got it held down!
All right. Insane.
Yeah. As that alarm bot is clear, the rest of the crowd can hop in. Kumi with the updraft and catching Xander after the flick back onto it. Exa the only available next line of defense, and he will be quickly traded away, and the rest of QoR can just continue to bulldoze. Oh my god! Smoke has not flashed himself off like once this series, and yet he just still looks so good. Moose is going for an operator now, man! QoR's really trying to stick this knife in. Ultimate beat
round. It's so decisive early on. QoR decided to just win it out, and Yeah, exactly like you said. They're just playing with their food right now. SRB on a little bit of a budget buy. They have to make this one work. Xander starting it out on the right foot.
Very quick paranoia into the TP. Great response time coming from Xander, and he's going to try to double up on that pick-off smoke, walking it down with the operator. Whiffs it! Massive implications going forward for this game. And now the back out from Xander. Just enough greed to get him by. And he will continue to stand this down. QoR, the alarm has not sounded anywhere else. Why change where you're at? Just another tuck up from Flya. Trying to escort Moose into the double angle, and they have read this TP so easily. Ion trying to frag back, but he runs into a wall! And this eco is still dicey as from Shopify's QoR have the 3-stack ready for the A approach.
Spike should be able to get planted here. Not a ton of retake utility. Flya will have, Hunter's Fury to try and zone him out even further here as Kumi finds one.
Oh, Exa had to make the call to get himself in, and Kumi gets the easy frag! 3v2 now and 2 stingers. They've got to keep it close quarters, and Moose will do it all!